Hi Aquarius, welcome to May. This is Teresa from Tarot by T. And before I start on your reading, I want to call in some good energy and create some sacred space around this reading. And thank you for liking my videos. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for those who've taken the time out to leave comments. I love reading the feedback from these videos. And for those who've ordered readings, thank you for your support. Thank you for choosing me. I've appreciated your business and I've enjoyed meeting and working with all of you. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. I hope you are enjoying these videos. I hope they resonate with you and they help you in some way. So now, what's coming up for May for Aquarius? We have a new moon in Taurus on May 4th and a full moon in Scorpio on May 18th. Now these moons are challenging to Aquarius, but we'll see later what areas of life they're going to affect you. So in the meantime, let's see what does Aquarius need to know about love and relationships for the month of May 2019. What does Aquarius need to know about love and relationships for the month of May 2019? What does Aquarius need to know about love and relationships for the month of May 2019? What does Aquarius need to know? The Queen of Wands, the Two of Swords, the King of Cups, the Lovers, the Nine of Swords, the Tower, the Hermit, the Eight of Cups, the Ten of Cups, the Two of Wands. Okay, so you start off the month with the energy of the Queen of Wands, which is, she's a leader. She knows what she wants and she goes after it. So you might be working really hard towards a goal. Maybe it's a relationship goal. You're wanting something. I think your goal is you're looking for a loving relationship. At least that's your wish, but you may have to make some major changes before you can achieve that goal. You have the Two of Swords here. This is a card of someone who's on the fence trying to decide something. And you may have had, you may be distancing yourself from people. If there's a relationship, maybe you had a falling out with someone or you're not talking, because this is a card of two people. It's like a standoff. You're waiting for someone to approach you. They're waiting for you to approach them. No one's making a decision. No one's taking the initiative. And so things are stagnant in the beginning of May. Nothing is happening. Maybe part of you can't decide. You're trying to decide and you're not sure where you want to go with this thing. But the way out of this situation is to drop your guard. Maybe you've got this wall built up around you and you're not showing your true feelings, or you're not showing your vulnerability. You're afraid to be vulnerable. So that's why there's no movement. I feel like if anything has to change, you're going to have to take the initiative. You're going to have to be the energy of the Queen of Wands, which the Queen of Wands, if she sees something she wants, she goes after it. She doesn't sit and wait for it to come to her. But Aquarius, maybe you're not ready to just go after that, because you're still not sure if that's what you really want. So you're kind of contemplating. The King of Cups, you could be dealing with someone who is, it could be a water sign. Someone who's very sensitive, keeps their keeps their feelings to themselves. Could be, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. Very compassionate person, very caring person. They don't always show how they feel. It can be secretive. But they have deep feelings. Maybe you're trying to make a decision about this person because you have the Lovers here. So there could be someone that you have a strong connection with this person, but there's something stopping you from moving forward. Or you're trying to decide, is this person right for me? Do I want to move forward with this person? Because the Lovers always means like a soulmate connection or a strong connection. But there's always a choice involved. Like, you could be trying to decide between two people, like this person and somebody else, which one is the best person for me. Or you could be deciding, do I stay or do I go? And this is, you're worried about someone. You have the Nine of Swords here. Someone is sitting up at night, can't sleep. This decision making, it's like creating mental stress. Because you have to make a decision, but you can't. You're afraid to make it, or you're afraid to put your, to finally make a decision, because it means, with the Lovers card, once you choose one thing, the other thing goes away. So you're trying to figure out, am I going to make the right decision? I want to make the right decision. Whether it's to choose this person over that person, or choose this person, like to take the relationship to the next level, or to walk away completely. So, because you know that once you make a decision, whichever it is, let's say you decide to leave, it's going to be final. There's a certain finality about the decisions with the Lovers. And right now, you're kind of on the fence. You can't make up your mind. It's almost like you're looking for a sign to show you the way. And you're doing a lot of soul searching, because you have the Hermit card here. The Tower is coming in the near future. So, I feel that with this full moon in Scorpio that's coming up at the end of May, full moons usually bring things to light, bring secrets to light. If anything has been hidden, any information you need to know, it's going to come up around the full moon. And it may surprise you, because this Uranus is connected to this full moon. And Uranus can bring things out of the blue that sudden surprises. Like, you would have never guessed, or you would have never thought that this, whatever it is, you can't even predict what Uranus is going to bring, because it's just going to be, and it's your ruling planet, so it's going to be strong. You're going to be affected by this Uranus-Venus connection. So there could be some surprises in relationships. And maybe you're seeing something that you hadn't seen before. The Tower could represent a blow to your ego. It could represent the end of an oppressive relationship or situation. It could represent major changes in a relationship. It doesn't always have to be negative. It could be, once you see the truth, you know which path to take, and then you're on the good path. Because the Tower will take away, here's the thing. If you're in a good relationship, the Tower is not going to hurt your relationship. The Tower may make you realize how much you love the person. Like, hey, I really do care about this person. I really do want to commit. It doesn't have to be negative. Tower, people see the Tower and they think, oh my God, disaster is going to strike. No. The only time the Tower feels like disaster is when you're on the wrong path. So if you're in a relationship that's just not really right for you and it's not working, the Tower will take it away. Because the Tower wants you to be on the Tower wants you to have the Ten of Cups. So if you're involved with someone who's not giving you this love that you deserve and need, the Tower can bring that to your, it'll be in your face. Okay, you're going to see the truth. And you'll know what to do when you experience this Tower energy. And it will take away, you won't be worried anymore. The reason why a lot of people worry, it's when they're trying to make a decision. That's where all the stress comes from, in the decision-making process. But once you decide, once you see the truth, they say seek the truth and the truth will set you free. Once you see the truth about something and you say, okay, now I know what I have to do. the stress just goes away because you've made a decision, you've committed to a path. So whether that means staying in a relationship and committing to that relationship, or leaving a bad relationship in search of a better one, or moving on to someone who's going to give you more love, the better, whatever the case is, it's going to put you on a better path. So don't fear the Tower. And your stress, your mental stress, your worries are going to come to an end. You have the Hermit here. The Hermit is a card of doing some soul searching. You might be feeling alone in May, like you've been isolating yourself from people, and you're feeling like, I'm all alone in this situation, I have no one I can turn to. That is not true. It's your thoughts. It's your mental. You're really not reaching out to people. You've got the walls are up, the gate is locked. So really, if you reach out to people, they would be there for you, but they don't know that you need them. You have to ask. So if you don't ask, you don't receive. You have to knock, and the door will be opened, so to speak. Maybe you have too much pride. You don't know how to ask for help. You don't want to ask for help. But you know what? You're surrounded by love. You've got the Ten of Cups here. You have friends and family and love people who care about you, and they're there for you. You just have to ask. You just have to reach out for them. You don't have to carry this burden alone. But you do have to take time out to hear that inner voice. Maybe bounce a few ideas off of someone else whose opinion you trust and value. If you're in the middle of a decision and you don't trust your own judgment, maybe talk to someone and say, these are my options. What would you do? Not that you have to follow someone else's opinion, but just to get a kind of a sense of someone else's perspective before you make your decision. Because in your environment, you have the Eight of Cups. So I feel like you're going to be walking away from something that you once cared about, but it's no longer fulfilling you. This could be a relationship that's just not working anymore. It even could be a career path that's not fulfilling, and you want to do something that really speaks to who you are and has maybe a spiritual component to it. Something that you can feel good about doing. Maybe you've been doing something, you know how we get into career paths and you're doing the same thing for years, and it was great at the beginning, but now it's just like routine and you're just not motivated anymore. And so you're in search of something that's going to give you that spark. So there could be some major changes, and you're going to have some decisions to make in May. But and there could be some surprises. But there is also the potential to form a good partnership that can bring you the love that you need, the fulfillment that you need. Because you have the Two of Wands here. The Two of Wands is about waiting to see how things are going to turn out. Planting seeds. You put your energy out there and you're kind of waiting. Okay, what's going to come back? Maybe if you're looking for a job, maybe you're sending out resumes and you're waiting for the results. Maybe you're ready for change. You're ready for major change. Or you might have just started a relationship and you're waiting to see how it's going to develop. Maybe at some point in the month you're going to make some major change, and you may transition to a new situation. But it's going to take a while for it to, grow roots and develop and get stable. So just be patient. But you can get this Ten of Cups. You can have the love that you need. Just don't lock yourself away in your ivory tower. You need to come down. Maybe that's what the tower is. It's knocking you out of the ivory tower. It's like, okay, you've been up in that tower for too long, avoiding people and places and things, and we're going to knock the tower down. You have to come out now. There's no tower, So something is going to happen unexpectedly that is going to bring more life and a breath of fresh air to your life. Because with Uranus, that's what it does. It frees you from an oppressive situation. It frees you so that you could live a more authentic path. So I'm going to get into the astrology. So for you, the new moon is in the 4th house. You could be thinking about moving to a new location. Maybe you're wanting to move into a new home or make some major changes around your home so that it gives you more of a sense of security, it's safety, it's more comfortable for you. The new moon is favored by Neptune. Neptune is in their second house. Maybe you're working on some creative project at home, and that's giving you fulfillment. Maybe you're starting an art. You keep your job, but you have this side project that's giving you, feeding your creativity, giving you meaning. You have the North Node in the 6th house in Cancer. So that the 6th house is the house of service. It's the house of, nurturing others in Cancer. But it's also the house of health. So you need to do work that not only helps others, but also nurtures your soul. That feeds your soul. It's time for you with the North Node in Cancer to do work that is not just work where you're like slaving away and you're not getting anything out of it. You want to do work that feeds you on a spiritual level, on an emotional level, that and you want to take care of your health better. Maybe you need to take care of yourself. You've been working too hard, and you need to take stock and take better care of your health. Now you do have Mars in the 5th house, so there's energy for for romance. Mars, wherever Mars is in your chart, is where your energy is focused, and it's the 5th house is the house of love, children, creativity, creative self-expression. So you really need to do something creative in May. If your work is like killing you because it's just boring and it's just routine and you're just tired of it and you need some freshness, do something creative. Work on a creative project. See if you can bring creativity and your talents, your natural gifts into the work that you do, because that will fulfill you. You've got Jupiter in the 11th house, so it's supporting your dreams. It's supporting you financially in the work that you do, and it's making you you're expanding your world, your friendships, the groups that you belong to. So you might be making new friends, meeting new people. So embrace the new. Don't be afraid to expand your circle. Don't keep a narrow circle of friends. Broaden your circle a little bit in May. Now, the full moon happens on the 18th, and this can affect your career or your life path because it happens in your 10th house. It's also affecting your 4th house. And you have Venus and Uranus in the 4th house, so there could be a love relationship that comes up suddenly. That, like, someone could be moving into your home or you're moving into someone's home. There's an unexpected developments at home. Now, Venus can bring love suddenly, but can also bring money. So maybe you're working on a project from home. Maybe you're starting a home-based business. Whatever it is, something is coming to completion by the end of May. Maybe you're deciding, okay, I want to take this job and it's going to allow me to work from home. Or I have this new relationship and we're going to move in together. So major changes. It's going to affect your status. Like the 10th house could be your career path, but it's also your status. Like if you're single or married. So that could be changing. If you were not dating anyone, maybe now you're dating someone. Pluto's in the 12th house, so you have a lot of psychological issues to work out. Pluto can mean also, the 12th house is the house of psychological blocks, hidden enemies. There could be someone in power that you feel is working against you behind the scenes. Maybe someone's trying to prevent the changes that you want to make. They don't want to let go of you, and they're trying to block you in some way. But Mars, you have Mars in the 6th, you're working, really, when you have Mars in the 6th, you're like a workaholic. You've been a workaholic. So Pluto can also play out another way, where you feel, it's like you feel you have to work hard to prove yourself to the world. It's a psychological thing. And so you're not taking care of yourself. So you need to really take care of yourself. You need to nurture yourself and not overwork, not burn yourself out. So if you've been spending too much time working and not enough time on doing some things that bring joy to your life, you need to do that. Because if you don't, it's going to affect your health. And maybe that's the wake-up call of the Tower. Like, hey, I've been working too hard. I've been stressed over too many things, and it's affecting my health. I need to, stop that. I need to bring more joy and fun into my life. I can't keep working at this pace. I have to have work that fulfills me. It's not enough just to make money. It's not enough to just, work hard. I have to be fulfilled at the work I do. And if you're in a relationship and you're giving too much or sacrificing too much in a relationship, you have to question that too. What am I getting out of all this? How is this nurturing me? There's got to be a give and take. So it's really important that you find that that you get the love that you need, that you get the rest, that you give yourself a break. Don't be so hard on yourself. So in May, there could be some surprises, pleasant surprises, and also some wake-up calls where you see the truth about certain things. But whatever it is, it's going to put you on the right path. So don't worry about it, because it'll help you make the decisions you need to make to bring fresh air into your life and to bring new joy. And that will help, it'll improve your health because you'll be in a happier state of mind. So I hope you enjoyed this reading, Aquarius. And if you'd like to have a private reading, just contact me. The link is in the description box. So in the meantime, roll with the changes. Don't be afraid to make a decision and release whatever's no longer serving you. And claim the love that you deserve. And have some fun in May. And I will talk to you again next month. Okay, bye.